everyone, it's Haley, and today I'm going to be talking about my TBR pile. So for those of you who aren't familiar with the term, your TBR pile is basically the pile of books that you have, that you own, that you haven't read yet. So it's not just the books that you want to read, it's the books that you actually physically own that you haven't read yet. So my TBR pile isn't a physical pile because they are all scattered throughout my shelves because I like the rainbow, but some of you may have a pile, some of you may have a shelf, whatever. It's really nice sometimes to have them all together, like all your unread books together. I've kind of been considering reorganizing my shelves to do that, but at the same time I'm really attached to my rainbow, so I don't know yet. But anyways, I have done this video in the past a few times, I believe, but I just realized today that I haven't done it in 7 months, so I figured now was a good time to update it, especially because lately I have been wanting to get through all the books on my TBR pile so then I can just pick up books as I go instead of like buying them in bulk like I usually do. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out, if it's going to work out, and I'm not really going to get too much into why these books are still on my TBR pile. Most of it is just because I haven't been in the mood for it, or I started the series a while ago and just haven't picked up the next one. There's really no like concrete reason, but I will be getting to most of these eventually. Some of them I probably will just end up unhauling if I just never am in the mood for it, but most of them I will definitely be getting to. And one more thing before I get into the actual books, I distinguish the books that are on my TBR pile from the rest of the books on my shelves by using these little yellow stickers that I just got at the dollar store. They're really helpful. So the first book on my TBR pile is Rebel Spring by Morgan Rhodes, and this is the second book of the Fallen Kingdom series. Next up is Days of Blood and Starlight by Laini Taylor, and this is the second book of the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy. Next we have Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. Leviathan by Scott Westerfeld, which I'm pretty sure has been on my TBR pile since the very first time I did this video. Monsters of Men by Patrick Ness, the third book in the Chaos Walking trilogy that I haven't started yet and has honestly been on my TBR pile since the very beginning. Gathering Darkness by Morgan Rhodes, the third book of the Fallen Kingdom series. Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, and Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. The Sweet Far Thing by Libba Bray, the third book of the Gemma Doyle trilogy. Tarnished by Catherine Longshore. Tales of the Peculiar by Ransom Riggs. The Retribution of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. Rebel of the Sands by Alwyn Hamilton. The Shock of the Fall by Nathan Filer, The Falconer by Elizabeth May, The Beginning of Everything by Robin Schneider, Salt to the Sea by Ruta Sepetys, The Sword of Summer by Rick Riordan, the first book in the Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard series, The Ask and the Answer by Patrick Ness, the second book of the Chaos Walking trilogy, Rebel Angels by Libba Bray, the second book of the Gemma Doyle trilogy, The Coldest Girl in Coaltown by Holly Black, A Thousand Nights by E.K. Johnston, A Torch Against the Night by Sabaa Tahir, which I'm actually currently reading and I am almost done, so it shouldn't be on here for much longer. And this is the second book of An Ember in the Ashes series. Written in the Stars by Yisha Saeed, Third Fractured Light by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner, Furthermore by Tahara Mafi, Rain by Amanda Sun, the second book of the Paper Gods trilogy, The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson, the first book in the Mistborn trilogy, which I don't know when I'm ever going to get to this because it is so big. I've heard such great things about it, but it's just so big that I'm just, ugh. Anna and the Swallow Man by Gabrielle Savit, Walk on Earth a Stranger by Ray Carson, Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas, which I am about almost 300 pages in, so I'm really hoping to get this done within the next 2 days, but her books take me forever to read. A Book of Spirits and Thieves by Morgan Rhodes, Beware That Girl by Teresa Totten, The Bronze Horseman by Paulina Simons, which is much the same situation as The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson, Vengeance Road by Aaron Bowman, Ferris by Marissa Meyer, and Winter by Marissa Meyer. I haven't read Cress. I don't own Cress yet because I'm waiting for the hardcover to come up on Book Outlet or some sort of site like that, so that's why I haven't continued with the series yet. The Thousandth Floor by Catherine McGee. I cannot say this title ever. Vicious by V.E. Schwab, The Walled City by Ryan Groden, This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab, The Alex Crow by Andrew Smith, and finally Venom by Fiona Paul. So that is my whole TBR pile. It's a pretty sizable pile, but it's not like huge. It's been bigger, it's been smaller, so I'm just kind of hoping to get it down though. I'm on a little bit of a self-imposed book buying, not so much a ban, but like kind of controlling my book buying more because I really do want to start hacking away at my TBR so then I can just go to the bookstore or to work and just pick up a book and then just take it home and read it in a couple of days and then go and pick up another one. I think that just seems kind of fun. But then I'm also kind of worried about my book hauls and my wrap-ups being the same, but it's whatever. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it, if I ever get to it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know how big your TBR pile is, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!